What's going on, guys? So I want to start this video off on a very serious note. I want to apologize to two groups of people. Number one is going to be my neighbor for the noise that you're about to hear. Probably gonna give me a noise complaint. Two, our headphone users. I'm telling you right now, you probably want to turn it down to like a volume 1 because I really don't know how to control volume levels, and it's also going to get pretty loud because this is going to be the most hyped unboxing I will ever do on this channel. It's always been Apple products, but the Ultra is just something else because you can't fathom how hyped I am for this phone. But you know what you can fathom? My sponsor for today. Come here, it's a special sponsor. Samsung. I'm just kidding. It's not Samsung. I wish it was Samsung, but we have an even better sponsor. Can you guess who it is? Nobody. All right, so with the warnings out the way, let's go ahead and get with the unboxing experience. I know that people are going to type in the comments, why are you hyped for the S24 Ultra? It's just the same as the S23. It's just flatter with AI. First of all, delete your comment. I don't want to hear it. This is for people who are coming from a much older phone for the first time and they are hyped to get their S24 Ultra. If you watch these videos and you don't buy it and you're just like, this is the same thing as last year, this is the same thing as last year, this is the same thing as last year. Of course, but this is for people who are upgrading from like an S10 or an S9. Let them have their moment. I'm gonna have my moment. We gotta give credit where credit is due. Say it with me. We gotta give credit where credit is due. Are you following me? Okay, so why is the box printed in Mexico? This label right here is printed in Korea, but the device itself is made in Vietnam. All the same as last year. And the price increase of $100. Why? Just because your logistics department wants to make things super complicated? Like, why is the box printed in Mexico on the other side of the world? This label printed in Korea, and then the device is in Vietnam. You guys are doing too much. Don't put that on me. Do something with your logistics department and lower the price, okay? Have it all made in Korea, ship it to America, we're good. People always say, why you unbox with a knife? Why not use the pull tabs? I don't know, dude. It's more fun this way. Jesus, like cutting a piece of steak. We have the S24 Ultra flat. Hey, can you get out the box, please? You're ruining my experience. There we go. That is a mean bag. That is, woo. Let's get this label off of here. We don't need no labels, no QR codes here. Look at this. Look at this. Are you looking? Sheesh. Oh my God. Look at the flat edges. Yes, there is now titanium on the Galaxy S24 Ultra series. My goodness. My goodness. I know this isn't a comparison video, but I do want to bring it up to my previous S23 Ultra. I've got to say the white is still the better choice for me. I know people are rocking that violet. That violet does look good. I've got to say this titanium gray, it's not doing it for me. It's not doing it for me. Look at that peel. Look at that peel. God. Calling this a smartphone? This is in a league of its own. Let me see this thing power on. Come on now. Come on now. Why do I gotta hold the button down so long? The buttons are a little bit different. I'd say they're more flat. Oof. 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 I know people are like, why are you getting hype? It's just the launch logo. It's more than the launch logo to me. Do you understand that? I was on iPhone for 10 years and I used the Ultra and I was like, I'll go back to iPhone in 30 days. The Ultra series is so good, it broke the chains of Apple on me. I used this and I was like, I see the light. I see the hype. I see why people enjoy Android. I'm talking. Please stop talking. Nope, I don't want to hear you. I'm in my preach stage right now. I saw the freedom when I turned this on. I was lost. I was in darkness on the iPhone. But then I got the Ultra. There was no competition. There was nothing. All right, let me get off my soapbox. Got to show everyone there are multiple languages if you want to set up in a language of your choice. And let's go ahead and hit start. I know a lot of people say they like the flat edges. I'm honestly not a big fan. Some people might differ. If you're a person that likes the flat edges, hey, listen, more power to you. We're all entitled to our own opinion. I just think the... Do y'all hear that? Does that come from outside? Hey, turn that up though. Okay. Oh, okay. That guy was blasting music. If I was a girl, I'd be embarrassed to get picked up in that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and set up the device. Apologize for that. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike. I don't have an account, Samsung. Can I just get into my phone, set up later? Skip, yada yada, agree, light mode. I'm all set up, let's go. I think it's going to show my location. Let me go ahead and get that off the screen. Watch. Boom. So if you're a person who is getting an S24 or you're using one, please make sure this setting is enabled. I'm not saying you have to do this. This is simply my suggestion, just because Samsung did tout during their entire keynote that a lot of the stuff is done on device. However, follow me for a second. Go to your settings, go down to advanced features, then click on advanced intelligence. If you scroll to the bottom, this setting down here is disabled by default. Now, I know a lot of people in my comments are saying, well, if you enable this feature, you're gonna miss out on all the things that you can do with these AI features. However, in my experience, for one, I really don't know how much is being limited whenever you turn this feature on. I just feel more comfortable when it is on, but I haven't noticed any real difference when it comes to using any of these AI features. Like the phone call still works. The Samsung keyboard, when it does the translation on the fly, still works. Interpreter works, the notes, all these features still work. Even the stuff on the photo editor works fine when stuff is processed on the device only. Now, there is a big misconception going on right now where people are saying, oh, if you have this setting enabled, you won't be able to use the online processing anymore from Google's Circle Search. Come here for a second. Are you stupid? And I don't mean that in a rude way, but just think about this for a second. Look, I have the setting disabled. Online processing is gonna happen, but just watch, okay? I'm gonna go open up Google Chrome and let's just go and see things that are trending. If you want to enable Circle Search, please Google. I'm trying to do a demonstration. Hold down the home button. I'll also show you how to do this with gestures as well. I'm gonna tap on this image and boom, I get my search result. Pay very close attention to these icons. So I'm gonna go back and I'm going to enable this feature. And just so we're consistent, I'm actually going to close the tab out and also close Chrome altogether so it's fresh. I'm gonna open up Chrome. Bear in mind the setting is enabled. And let's just see. Same trending topic. Circle to search, tap on this image. And what do you know? It's almost identical. Now, some people are gonna say, well, you're not seeing if it's doing the full results. Look at this. You wanna know why this works without AI? Because it has nothing to do with AI. This is almost like the whole crypto thing going on, except AI has probably better applications, but I think people are just getting lost in this whole AI thing. This has nothing to do with AI. This is not even process on device. This is simply Google image search, but you have the ability to circle something and search off Google there. That has nothing to do with AI, okay? And that makes it even more apparent because the circle to search isn't even listed here on advanced intelligence because ding, 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 guess what? It's not advanced intelligence. It's Google image search, but you can circle what you want to search. That has nothing to do with AI. Listen, I know my audience is smart, but please, for some people, you're much smarter than this. Don't fall into all this marketing AI lingo. Anyway, this setting is enabled, and trust me, you can do all these features, majority of them on device without doing any type of online processing. Samsung Internet might be the caveat there, but with everything else, trust me, you can probably do this on device. Like, listen, interpreter, just People are like, how can you translate if you don't have any online processing? Google Translate has the ability to download the language offline for like 10 years. Doesn't require any AI, like this whole AI buzz thing. Anyway, let's get back into the actual review. So my recommendation, have this enabled if you can. All right, next up is YouTube. Let's go ahead and just test out a 4K HDR video. All right, so on the top here, we have the S24 Ultra, and then on the bottom, we have the S23 Ultra, the phone that broke me from the chains of Apple. And we're just gonna make sure that both these devices are in their highest setting, because we gotta, show the phone for what it's worth, right? So I want you guys to know something about the displays, because the S24 Ultra has, I believe, 26 or 2700 nits, and the S23 Ultra does not get as bright. However, in my own personal experience using the S24 and looking at this device, the S23 does seem slightly brighter. And there has been talks with Samsung that the reflective coating on the top is what makes it a little bit more dull. And if you were to switch it from natural to vivid, it really doesn't do that much compared to the previous generations of the Ultra. However, in day-to-day use, like if I didn't have this device as a comparison, I would still say that this gets plenty bright. And I would take the reflective coating over having a display that just sears my eyes to a certain point. But yeah, in terms of both of the displays, things look amazing. I mean, Samsung makes the OLED screens on tons of smartphones, and they probably save the best ones for themselves. And in terms of the colors, I mean, this is spectacular. Pretty loud. So when it comes to the speakers, I would say that the S24 doesn't really sound all that different from the S23 Ultra, and that is not a bad thing. The speakers on the Ultra series, as of the S23, the last year, they are very good. Samsung has acquired AKG, and maybe they've done some software tuning for the speakers on device, and it's very clear, very crisp at high volume. There's no real distortion, and my recommendation, enable Dolby Atmos. I know it's a whole marketing thing, but if you want clarity, a little bit more openness, I would highly recommend enabling Dolby Atmos. But in terms of a media consumption device, the S Ultra series is one of the best in its class. I mean, take a look. Do I need to say more? All right, let's get the S23 out of here. All right, next up, I did say I would show you guys how to use the circle to search without the navigation buttons. So let me go ahead and go to my settings here. So let's go to navigation bar and do navigation and swipe. So if you want to use the circle to search feature, all you have to do is hold down this little lip right here. And there you go. Tap, and you get the same results. Right? I know some people might not know how to do that, but there is your little demo. Because Samsung actually has a pretty cool feature where you can do AI generated wallpapers. And let's change wallpaper and let's do creative. So, let's do imaginary. And let's just say generate. You're giving me an update in the middle of this? I need a Google account. See, this is all Google, man. This is what I was saying in my live stream. Because I highly doubt this is all in-house by Samsung. I would be shocked if it was. But I genuinely feel like this is just using Google servers in the background. Or like Google's algorithm or Google's code or AI models. All right, so I'm hit this generate button. I agree, sign my life away to the Google servers that take my data 24/7, sell it to third-party advertisers. And look at that, we got our wallpapers. This feature is also available on the Pixel series, so do take a look into that if you have a Pixel device. Just like that, our generative AI has given us a wallpaper. I would say it doesn't look too bad. Looks a little blurry, but not bad. Oh, let's actually go into the camera. Ooh, look at that. Seamlessness. Ooh, this pen feels good. Hello. Can't write left-handed. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Let me just take a photo like this, please. How do you know I'm black? That's crazy. Let's assess the front camera. Look at that strapping gentleman. Need I say more? Now listen, this is good. This is good. I'm not gonna say it's bad by any means. I'd say it's up there. Obviously in the blind smartphone camera test that you guys probably saw from MKBHD, Galaxy wasn't up there. The Galaxy wasn't up there that much, but I would say objectively the Pixel has a better camera, but I would say it's probably better camera software optimization. I'm completely satisfied with this photo, right? Unless I had a Pixel right next to me, I wouldn't say that this is a bad photo by any means. And this is the portrait one. This is the regular one. And as you can tell, very detailed, very detailed. Probably a little bit over on the brightness, but overall, pretty good photo. And you can also do some of the remastering as well. So if you want to remaster, do a little bit of that. Bada bing, bada boom. No remastering needed. Samsung says it's perfect. Huh. What do you know? Oh, I can circle myself. Let's see if I come up on Google. Now that's disrespectful. Y'all think I'm a watch? Oh, that's messed up. All right, I'm gonna leave that in the video. That's crazy. Anyway, now let's test out the back camera with the S Pen. Just click right here. So this is the portrait shot with the 2x zoom. Honestly, I think there was some processing going on at the very end. Doesn't look too bad. Once again, this is the back camera, so it should look better than the front. I'd say almost interchangeable from the back camera. And then this is the regular one. I'd say this one's also pretty impressive. But now let's test out the video quality. For my iPhone fans, yes, we do have the ability to go up to 8K 30. So, you know, if you want that super crisp quality, Samsung's got it for you. But let's just stick it to 4K and do a quick video test. And this should be using the back camera on the S24 Ultra. Very hyped for this phone. Hopefully the background and like the white balancing, I'm just naming terms at this point. Hopefully all that looks good. You can probably see my arm as well. I can't really do any type of like zooming in, zooming out, so you guys are just gonna get the one-time zoom. But you guys let me know how the microphone sounds. I love this phone. I genuinely love this phone. There's another test that I wanna do. Let's check out the slow-mo and let's go to more. And these are all the settings that you have when it comes to shooting with the S24 Ultra. And I'm gonna go to slow-mo. And let's just go ahead and spin this. Hopefully it stays on the table. Perfect, 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 perfect. I'd say that kind of caps off my first impressions with the S24 Ultra. Honestly, like I said at the beginning, it's really not that different from the S23 Ultra. And if those AI features are coming to this phone, I would actually argue, why would you even get this phone? Because it's essentially the same thing. Sure, you're not getting those flat sides, you're not getting that titanium, you're not getting that anti-reflective coating on the front. But other than that, what are you really missing out on? Like, yes, in terms of the technicality of the cameras, there's a little bit difference between using digital zoom, optical zoom at certain focal lengths. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Zoom lengths is probably what I should be saying. I don't think that that's much of a deal breaker because keep in mind, this phone retails for $12.99. That is that's a large sum of money. I don't care how much money you make. That is a large sum of money for its smartphone. Yes, Samsung does have good trade-in offers. Yes, carriers also have good trade-in offers. But if you can get the S23 Ultra for very cheap, I would say why not get this over this? Yes, the S24 Ultra is objectively the better device, the best Samsung device ever created. But the previous generation exists and it's just as good. This is, if anything, a small refresh. And with that, I leave you with my outro. Appreciate every single sub, like, and comment. And as always, guys, much love. Yeah, I don't like these flat edges. You got to give me back that curve. That curve is just... What's going on, guys? Although Samsung, if you'd like to sponsor me one day, that'd be greatly appreciated. Love you guys so much. Thank you very much. Let's get into the video. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. Oh my... Are you serious? Did I really just drop that? I'm so sorry. Oh, but you can't possibly have an actual email address. Oh, wow, I typed in the password. Oh, whoops, it's wrong. Hey, what the heck? Connecting to your TV. I didn't even press this. When did... Listen, Google your services. You're connecting too much. Listen, if a Samsung rep has reached to this point of the video... Where's the remote? Be gone, ad. Listen, if there's any Samsung rep watching, I'm not going to name any brands or anything, but you know, there are TVs that are on this channel that are always showcased. So I'm just saying, if you want to showcase a OLED, QD OLED on the channel, I'm just throwing it out there that, you know, there is a spot on the channel. Just say, I'm not saying you have to, but if you want exposure, I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm taking this with me though.